Hello, my name is Tal. I'm gonna just make sure everything is working properly and see if any of my friends hop in live. All right. My name is Tal Thompson, and some of you know me in person because we've met, and some of you are only knowing me from a social media platform. Hey, Ashley, I just wanted to hop in and introduce myself in person and talk a little bit about a new program I'm launching called Creative Hustle by The Art Factory. So, some of you've seen probably the post. I started posting last night, but this past couple of years have been really challenging for small business owners. I know we've had to really pivot here at the Art Factory and reinvent the wheel several times, but it really taught me quite a few lessons, and I feel the obligation to share it with our community and kind of bring it all together. So, before I start chatting about the program, I wanted to just explain a bit about myself. I've been a graphic designer for, gosh, over 20 years. I've done a lot of marketing and promotion for different corporations. I still help others and do a lot of consulting. Hey, Melody. I um, have been the owner of the Art Factory for over 10 years. It started as a total side hustle. From the kitchen, I sold glitter tattoos and body art supply, literally from a Tupperware container in my kitchen. This is how this whole story started. And then found myself putting together a, a web page and starting a shop. And from one thing led to another. The body art side of the Art Factory kind of was born. Um, we sell supply. Some of you know me on the body art side. We supply products for face painters, tattoo artists, temporary tattoos, that is, and lots of glitter. And our local venue here in Midlothian, Virginia, for those of you who haven't had a chance to visit, we have over 10,000 square feet, two giant studios, a coffee shop, a play area for little kids is part of our setup. And we didn't start this big. Obviously, it was like an evolution. The acquisition of the biggest space, which is the one we're in now, happened right before COVID. So 2 months before COVID showed up at our door, we launched and opened this beautiful facility just to then shut it down. And it was a really promising start, but it was also, excuse me, very heartbreaking when we had to shut it down. The worst part of it all was the silence of this place because it's so big. It's not made for one person. I was really missing the laughter of the kids and the creativity, and it was heartbreaking. But it taught me a lot about the power of community. And I know some of you have seen me talk about the power of community. And the most humbling experience in this whole crisis was that I had to learn to accept help and be appreciated back. For many, many years, we've always been supporting the community, always pushing um, donations and volunteering and meeting our neighbors and listening and trying new classes and such. And it was the first time that we actually had to let our customers help us, and it was the most amazing and humbling experience, and it taught me so many lessons through this time. um, Fast forward these 2 years that have been nothing but one challenge after another. I still feel some days like a little hamster on a wheel, just constantly running, running, running. And I'm talking to you now from my office after a full day of working here. We had 8 parties today. So the Art Factory now today is experiencing the other side of a pandemic, and that's where families want to gather and celebrate their kids' birthday, and kids want to come to camp. And there's so much on the upside of this that it really gives me hope for the body art community. I know that for all the entertainers out there, we had it the worst. Most of us self-employed, without an official payroll, without official paperwork, just hustling, trying to bring smiles for kids and families. And we really needed to stop everything. Like, who ever thought that overnight we would be completely shut down? And that's exactly what happened. All the events were canceled, everything indoors, outdoors. We were just done. Like, we used to to have, endless amount of customers. Kids are always going to celebrate. There are always going to be parties. There are always going to be festivals. And that was not the case 2 years ago. It was heartbreaking, and it still is. I know that quite a few people left the industry because of it, but I also see an influx of people that are excited about starting again. So here's what I have in mind. I put together a community-based support group that I call Creative Hustle by the Art Factory. I called it Creative Hustle because, yes, it's a business support group, but I don't want you to be intimidated by the level of business you need to own in order to receive support and be part of the community. This could be your hustle out of your kitchen, just like we started this way. Oh yeah, the cancellation. I'm looking at Melody here. The cancellation calls, and it was just sad. The past 2 years have been tragic, I think, for our industry. But this community I'm building is one to support you, because not only we're going to relapse, I really think that we're going to grow back into a thriving society where we're going to still celebrate, and festivals are going to happen, and all this stuff is coming back. But human behavior is kind of changing. There are many things that I see now that I believe has changed, if not forever, for at least the next 2 or 3 years. Like, things are not going to be exactly as they were when we stopped at 2019. So I want to help and be part of that support and that community, just like the help I received. I feel obligated to help and provide the information I learned and bring it to you and support you on your journey. Because when you work in a giant office or a corporation, and there are many artists working together, in my world, it was graphic design. I was a designer for a company that did a bunch of Home Depot catalogs. There were always other peers that could help you and teach you the new trick on Adobe Photoshop or such. There was always a way to grow together. When you're self-employed and the only support you have are the ones you seek, and sometimes the information online is not completely accurate, you can get lost, and it could be completely overwhelming. Like, I see the Facebook groups, I see the discussions, and I think that if I were a beginner without much experience about, say, marketing and business transaction and how to handle contracts and what do I do with the insurance and how to take my business to the next level, or what happens in a moment of crisis, and specifically how to think creatively, that is not necessarily something you can find in a business book. Like, there are lots of advice that comes in a linear way, but us creative individuals, we're not necessarily going to do the same things the right way. Part of it is because we have ADHD, we're super creative, and we have to have glitter and sparkly and rainbow into everything we do. I personally always reach out for help for some topics because I know I'm not great at it. So whenever I think about my taxes, I feel like my brain's about to shrink. But I have a great team that I work with, and they've been such a great resource. I know that being self-employed by yourself, reading everybody's opinions online, and some of them are frankly not even true. Like, I've read a lot of advice that's not great advice, is hard, and I want to help you. So here's what the idea of Creative Hustle is, and here's what I'm asking you to do. I would like for you to join me as a founding member. Since this is the very beginning of this process, we have a plan, but our videos are not all recorded yet. Not all the process has been completed, because I would like to build it around your needs and the things that you would find most helpful. So aside for the things that are obvious, like the paperwork that none of us love, like contracts and such, and COVID protocols and all these things that you may need, I want this community to be about supporting one and supporting you wherever you are. So if you choose to join me, excuse me, I would automatically get you a business analysis form, and you will have to fill it honestly. And we are here at the Art Factory are going to be the only ones that get to see those answers, because we want to learn your business to understand where your challenge is, so we can find the way to support you wherever you are. And could be sometimes telling you when things are not the best idea, or bringing up new ideas that could change the mindset and the way you're processing this information and get you excited about a new future and a new start. So we created this website that will gather all those platforms. So a Facebook group that's exclusive only for members that you get to jump in and join in. And that's where all the discussions and the videos are going to be held. We're going to host artists. We're going to talk with experts. We're going to demo different softwares and tools that you can use hands-on. We're going to challenge you. We're going to push you. We're also going to be your best cheerleader, and we give you brutally honest advice for things that have worked for us. The month of February here at the Art Factory, I believe we're at 127 events. And when I say events, that's also classes. So 127 different gatherings in the month of February. That's pretty amazing. And that was after being completely shut down. So there is a way out of this process. And if you're feeling like you're in a rut and you need the encouragement and you need the support, we're here for that. So let me just go over what I would like for it to be. This community will meet on Facebook. All those videos that we create on Facebook are then going to be downloaded, stored into our Creative Hustle website that already exists. There is a platform. Those videos are going to be stored by topic. So we're going to sort them and create a visual academy that you can log into at any time and access this information, because we know it could be a lot sometimes. We don't expect you to think about all the things and memorize everything, but I want you to maybe have a lesson on how to deal with a certain scenario or how to use a certain software to book your event. And then afterwards, when you need that reminder, even if it's 2 weeks later or 2 months later, you'll be able to log into your academy and find the information there. It's going to be perfectly organized. My team is very excited for this, and we're all going to jump in to support you. We're excited to put all our experience here because we're a party venue and we're also body artists and we're also selling online. So if you have an online product, we'll help you sell it. We're designers. We are baristas. We've done that too. So, and the most part of it, we're families, we're parents, we're here meeting our customers, we're hearing all these stories. Captain stuck in a rut. I'm dying from your comments here, Melody. Join the group. If you're stuck in a rut, I'm going to light that fire behind you so you rock it again. I promise you. Already have several friends jumped in already and said yes, count me in. But I wanted to explain what I have in mind, because it's sometimes hard to communicate all this stuff. So tools that you'll be able to download. Of course, we're going to have some freebies. You're definitely, if you're signing up for the first month, the first thing you're getting are 2 sets of digital face card downloads created by Ashley Pickin that are the Fast Festivals. Those are the biggest money makers. You get those 2 downloads right away. So that comes into your mailbox. You're going to get a business analysis. We're going to create, we actually created an exclusive coupon code. So while you're a member, you will have a significant discount. And I mean, just for the discount, it will be worth joining us. And you get to meet us in person. And we're going to read and learn about your business. I know you too, Ashley. And you get to hang out with us. And we're going to tell you all the mistakes we've made here, so you don't have to make them. And we're going to share with you where we source supply if you need similar supplies for event. If you're thinking about a venue, we're going to teach you what works for us here. All this stuff, basically, a bunch of us experts, but also I'm going to call up on all my friends. So if I haven't talked to you yet, know I'm coming after you. All my body art friends and people in the industry that have been part of this ongoing engine. We're going to pick up different topics. But the most important thing is, if you become a founding member, we're closing this option on the 22nd. So you have until February 22nd to decide if this works for you. But if you become a founding member, you get locked in on $27 a month until you decide to cancel. You can cancel at any time. I'm planning on making it so awesome that you're not going to want to cancel. But if you happen to cancel, to be done, that's totally fine. But you will have access to all the content at any time, access to myself and my team. We're going to meet, I hope, several times a week and check in and talk about different topics. And I really, really want to hear what will help you the most. What is the hardest thing for your business? Where are your challenges? What's exciting for you? Where do you see your business in I don't know, the next 2 years. I don't dare to say 5 years, because that, like, the past couple of years have been so far out. But the Art Factory has been around without one business plan. So I am the most non-traditional business owner, I think. I didn't write this plan. I didn't really dream it up altogether. But the one thing that motivates me the most and fill my heart with joy is seeing the kids, their eyes light up, adults, feeling creative again, and feeling, the joy of coming here, and also being able to support you. I know some of you have worked with me in the past, and I was able to support you through your own struggles, but I am making it my homework to support you every single week in Creative Hustle. So I don't want to be too chatty. If you have any questions, feel free to type them down underneath. I'm going to read all of it and reply to as much as I can. I have clicked on the link above. I'm sorry, I put a link in the description for this live, so you can, excuse me, you can click to the Creative Hustle welcome page and read in more details. We typed up all the information, and thanks to Sarah and Chanel, that helped me tremendously in building this platform. I'm so excited to share this with you. Join the hustle. Be part of this community that's success focused, and get to really enjoy this journey, because the journey, like getting there, should be as joyful. We should not be suffering while we try to grow our business. And that's my biggest message, is find the joy in the process. And I'm going to teach you how I do it. And so I hope you guys can make it. Click the link above to learn more. I can't wait to see you. And if you have any questions, let me know. I hope I didn't chat too much, but I really, really would love to see you. And I know some of you already trusted me with just one email. Thank you so much for jumping in without even me really personally explaining. I can't tell you how much it means to me that you already trust me that way. But I think you're going to love it. I think we deserve this community. And so I'm here to get it started. Thank you, guys. Have a great evening. And I'm probably going to chime in again within the next couple of days. Bye for now. Thank you.